Hey, so I'm still a little bit sick, so I apologize if I look terrible and sound terrible, but there's just something that I've been wanting to talk about. I mentioned it in my last video, but I didn't really talk about it a whole lot, and I said that, even though I've been doing better mentally, I've kind of been dissociating a bit, and I just wanted to go into a little bit more detail about that. So, I have PTSD, so there are times whenever I dissociate, um, and sometimes I experience depersonalization and derealization as well. And those are all very similar things, but different at the same time. So when I dissociate, basically I just feel disconnected from everything around me. So I feel like, I'm over here and the world is over here, and I'm just kind of on the outside looking in. I don't feel like I'm a part of the world. And depersonalization is where I disconnect from myself. So I kind of feel like I'm going through the motions, like I'm not the one in control of my own body, so it's like I'm up here and my body is just responding to stimuli, like I can still talk and hold a conversation, but I'm just, I don't feel like it's me. I feel like I'm not really the one that's in control. I feel like I'm just completely somewhere else, and my body is just kind of responding, going through the motions. Derealization is where I start to feel like the world around me isn't real, or it kind of loses its vibrancy, like colors seem more dull, everything just seems kind of surreal, kind of dreamlike. I feel like sometimes I just kind of feel like I'm kind of living in a dream, like none of it's quite real, like I'm not real, the world around me isn't real, and that's kind of what derealization is, as I understand it, and the other two, this is all as I understand it and as I experience it. But I don't really know why this has been happening. Like I said, I've been doing pretty well, I've been more social, I've been talking to my classmates, I've been getting out more, I've been getting really good grades, I've been feeling better. But I don't know, just lately I've just felt dissociated, and I don't really know what triggered it. I keep trying to think about events in my life that could have triggered it. And maybe it's stress from being back in college, but I just really don't know. I take my medicine most days. I haven't taken it as consistently because I've been sick, and with all the other medications I'm taking for that, I just felt like, I don't know which ones are safe to take with Seroquel, so I just kind of skipped it a little bit. But I haven't been off of it long enough for it to really be causing a significant issue. And this started happening before I stopped taking it a little bit. So when I was taking it every single day, I was still having this issue. I don't, like I said, I don't really know what's causing it. It's annoying because I want to feel like I'm there. I want to feel like I'm in the moment. When I'm talking to people and, I'm smiling and laughing, I want it to feel genuine. I want it to be genuine. I don't want to just be doing it because that's what I'm supposed to do, And it's weird because I don't know if I would consider myself falling back into depression, because I really I don't feel depressed per se. I just don't feel like I'm all the way there. And I mean, that is one aspect of depression, I guess, but I don't feel the way I normally feel when it's depression that's causing the issue. Like, I feel fine when I'm here. Like, when I'm totally present, I feel fine. And then there are times when, like I said, I just don't feel connected to anything. Either I'm feeling disconnected from the people around me or the world around me, or I'm feeling disconnected from myself, or both, you know. And I wish that I knew what was causing it so that I could maybe find a solution, but it can be totally random too. Like, I'll be perfectly fine one minute and the next minute I'm dissociating. Like, I can feel myself starting to dissociate, and it's frustrating, I've also been experiencing like psychosis more than usual, like, because for a while when I was taking my medicine every day, it was fairly easy to manage. Like, I would still hear things, but it wasn't very loud, it was more muted. They were easier to manage. But now, like, I've been feeling more paranoid. Like, I live across the street from a church, and my bedroom faces the church parking lot, and when it gets dark and I can see the lights from, like, the parking lot, sometimes I start to mistake them for, like, cameras, like people watching me, and then it makes me want to, like, shutter the windows and stay away from the windows so that nobody can look at me, and I'm just frustrated because I don't know what's causing it. Like I said, I was doing really well. I was taking my medicine every day. I was not experiencing a lot of psychosis, like not a lot of paranoia, just like normal anxiety, but not paranoia. But that's starting to come back. I've started to, like, hear things again, see things again, and it's not like, I wouldn't consider it a crisis at this point, but it's definitely more difficult to ignore than it has been. Like, they've been louder, more clear, they've been more persistent, and I don't know if maybe I need to adjust my medication or what, but I don't know. I just wish that my brain wouldn't fight me so hard, because I've been, I want to do this. I want to finish college. I want to work in psychology, but I feel like I'm never going to get to that point if I can't get my own life under control. And it just really sucks, cuz like, I was doing so well. I was better. I was feeling good, and every time that happens, there's always a decline. And I feel like I'm at the beginning of that decline, and I'm just really frustrated because I knew this would happen, but I tried not to think about it, because if I start being skeptical of my own happiness, and I start to dwell on it and think about, like, when's the bad thing gonna happen, then it prevents me from being able to enjoy the good moments. So I've been trying not to think about it, but I just feel like I guess I'm just afraid that I'm gonna start going downhill again, and I don't want that. I was managing just fine, and I wanted to continue that, and I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe, like I said, maybe the medication needs to be adjusted. I don't know. I guess I'll talk to my psychiatrist about it when I see him again, but he doesn't always listen that well, you know. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about dissociation and depersonalization and, you know, that sort of thing. Go into a little bit more detail about how I experience it. And then I went off on this tangent about psychosis, but I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it, get some things off of my chest, to kind of clear some things up, talk about like the differences and everything. But this video is getting long, so I think I'll end it here. But if you're watching, thanks for watching. You know, have a good day.